The nature and the scope of managerial economics is what we'll be discussing today's videos per se. So, what is managerial economics? Let us understand what did Salvatore speaks as. It's the application of economic theory and the tools of decision science. Remember, economic theory and decision science. At the end of the day, you're coming up with certain kind of output related issues to examine how an organization can achieve its aim or goals most effectively, most efficiently. Pappas and Hershey says that managerial economics applies to the economic theory and methods to business and administrative decision making thereby. Economic theory and tools of decision science. What does economic theory says? It is of two kinds: the small, the microeconomics, and the macroeconomics, the big economics. Tools of decision science, mathematical equations, economics, or should I say mathematical equations, is all to express the economic theory in equation to the format. And how does it goes around here? To express the economic theory in equation, economic metrics applies to the statistical tool to estimate the model and forecasting thereby. That is what we should be looking forward to. So, managerial decision problems, economic theories, two micro and macroeconomics. Decision sciences is all about mathematical economics and econometrics. These together join hands to form managerial economics, application of economic theories to decision sciences, tools to solve managerial decision problem. What are we looking into it? We are talking about optimal solutions to the managerial decisions problem as and when it happens. Let us understand the process of making decision. There are five basic steps or process. First is to define problem. Second is to determine the objective. Third is to possible solution alternatives. We are talking about it. So of the many alternatives, the fourth step is nothing but to choose the best one. And the last one, once chosen, you got to walk the talk, implement the solution. So what are we looking out here? We are talking about goods and services between the firms and the household. We are exchanging markets. We are exchanging goods and services, and in lieu of money. Similarly, for factors of resources for firm production, what all factors are there? Remember, factors, market factors is very important. Resources available, because based on the resources available, then it works as an incentive for the labor market too. It's the labor itself is also a resources. So that is what economic resources is all about. It for economic resources, there are money involved. Now, according to the theory of firm, it combines and organizes resources for the purpose of producing goods and or service for sale. Transactions and organizations of productive factors are generally accomplished by central control of managers. Firms do not, I repeat, firms do not continue to grow larger and larger indefinitely. Firm's goal is to maximize wealth or values of the firm as on when on basis. Now, what are we looking as for the values of the firm? Remember, this PV is nothing but present value of the money. The money that you are supposed to receive in future. What is that? This is the amount plus divided by 1 plus the rate of interest prevailing into the number of years. So first year, second year, first month, second month, third month, or the nth month. Basic summation is summations of the number of amount that you receive over a period of years, month, weeks, God knows what, and the applicable rate thereby. If this is what the present value is all about, it. If the future return is more than that of the present value, please go ahead with the decisions. If it is less, avoid, abstain from decision. So value of the firm is the summations of the amount received over a period of time and the applicable rate thereabout. Remember, the amount received is to be divided by the rate of return and 1 added to 1 to the power the time equivalent. So on the other hand, other way of representing is total revenue minus total cost. This is what the amount is received, right? Your revenue, whatever you're making expenses, and what was the cost for it. So that's the profit that you're going about it. A plus 1 divided by 1 plus the rate of return to the power the period of years, months, and so on and so forth. The constraint on operation, the primary goal of a firm is to maximize the wealth, the values, the firm's subject and constraint that it faces. And that is what we all strive to be. Let us understand the limitations of the theory of firm, maximization of sales. Manager seeks to maximize sales after adequate profit has been earned satisfactorily. Maximizations of management utility. The agent may be more interested in maximizing his utility than maximizing the principals, perhaps. So satisfying those behavior is what is you're looking into it. I'll just give you another example. Do you want more profit or do you want more market presence? The market should be able to understand, relate to your products. So it depends. If it is profit, it is money you are oriented for. If it market present, it is reputation you are concerned for. So maximizing of sales or maximizing of management utility. Remember, if reputation is good enough, money will follow through sooner than later. So these are the satisfying behavior the manager strives to. Some satisfaction goal is sales, profit, market share. So definition of profit is all about business. Total revenue minus the explicit or accounting cost of production. The cost basically. Money coming in minus money going out. What is the net result? Economic profit is total revenue minus explicit and implicit, both uh, fixed and in variable cost. You need to understand there are certain costs. You might make a money, but your reputation goes for a dent because you have taken the customer for a ride. Probably you will not be getting repeat business. So that's something called an economic profit. And then we have the opportunity cost. Implicit value of the resources is the best alternative. As in, instead of tea, can you consume coffee? Instead of soft drink, can you consume juice? They have their trade-offs as the values around it. Theories of profit is risk-bearing theory of profit. Above average return are required by the firm to maintain in sectors in which they are above average. Frictional theory of profit. Profit arises as a result of friction or disturbances from the long run equilibrium. Everything going good, and if there are some anomalies, people are going to make some profit of the noise of the situation. Monopoly theory of the profit is a firm with monopoly power restricted the output, and probably they can charge higher. So you create a sort of a situation where there is scarcity around it. As the scarcity kicks in, people are willing to pay more. So that's the advantages of monopoly. It's an artificial scarcity can be created. Innovation theory of property, a reward for introduction of successful innovation, newer product. People are genuinely interested in. People are fascinated. So if you innovate, if you come up with a better product, people might lap it up. Managerial efficiency of theory of profit. Firms that are more efficient on an average will earn more above than the normal profit. Next comes the functions of profit. What is it? It is a signal that guides the allocation of society resources. So if I make more money in functions or say company A, I will try to make more investment in company A rather than on company B. So wherever profit comes in, resources flows down. High profit in an industry are signal that buyer want more of that industry produces. Low or negative profit in an industry a signal that buyer want less or probably want to avoid that what industry produces. From society's welfare of point of view, profit system may not be perfect. In fact, it can be skewed. Most of the time it is. With this, I come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for watching this video.